Hi, boys and girls. Hey, we are going to make a bat, a Halloween bat today. And then I have a little story. I don't know how long the bat's going to take because I didn't pre-make a sample. So I'm going to kind of watch the clock. If it's too long, I might have to read this story another time. It's called Bat Jamboree. And Jamboree is kind of like a little party. So the bats are going to have a little party. I'm going to put this off to the side. Now, what you're going to do is you need the little baggie because these are going to be the eyeballs. Okay, so this is the baggie that came in the mail. And then you need the large piece of paper. Now, if we were in the classroom, I have patterns. So the body's already there. The wings are there. And then the kids would just cut them out and put it together. But I didn't have those patterns. I didn't pre-do those. So I just gave you the plain piece of paper because I know there's another way to make the bat. What you have to do is find a circle, not too big. See, this is just kind of a small bowl, plastic bowl, Tupperware, something like that. And then the kids are going to use their handprints, okay, kind of like they did with the ghost puppet, or the little ghost thing they made yesterday, but no paint, okay? So my hands are just too big. So what I think I'm going to do is show you and just draw a hand. I'm pretty good at drawing hands, and your kids can trace the hands. So here, let me put this down a little bit so you can see a little better. So what I'm going to start with is I'm going to trace around this circle, and I think I'll do the big side, and I'm going to try to leave as much room. Now don't put it in the middle of the paper because then you're wasting paper, and we need two wings. So I'm going to put it up here in the corner. And then parents, I would probably trace that for your kids. If you do all the tracing, maybe they can do the cutting. Okay, now that's plenty of room for me to still have room for my hands. But like I said, if I use my hands, I wouldn't have enough room. So I'm going to go ahead and draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to draw one here. That's probably about as big as the kids' hands. And then let's see if I can get one, fit one right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, mine are not perfect, but they're just fine, all right? So now you've got your own. You've traced your own bat body and wings. And, you know, I forgot about ears. I could probably put a couple of ears. Let me look at that book. Oh, yeah, they've got kind of pointy ears here. They're not pointy, maybe round like that. Okay, so draw the little ears. Now I'm going to use some scissors and cut it out. So I'm going to start with my circle. That should be pretty easy. Around and around. What can it be? Or let's see. I'm Cindy Circle. Watch me bend round and round from end to end. I'm a curved line that never ends. Now, you know, I forgot. I could have made some little feet too. But that's okay, because a lot of times they're hanging upside down. You don't see the feet anyway. So that's going to be my little bat body. And then I'll cut out my hands. Now that might be hard for some of the kids to cut around their fingers. So you know your child, if they're really good at cutting, then they might be able to cut those fingers out. If not, parents, you can do that for them. And mine may be a little smaller than yours. I don't know. Haven't been in school for so long. I don't know how big the kids' hands are. I think that's pretty good. I have 2 of those. And then you're going to need a glue stick. You might need a little Elmer's glue. I don't have that here, so I'm going to use glue stick. And if it doesn't work, then I will use the Elmer's later. So I've got a little song. I am cutting on the lines, on the lines. I am cutting on the lines, on the lines. This is all scrap. I'm going to throw that away. Okay, I've got my glue stick. Okay, so let me set this up. The eyes are on the top here. And then what I'm going to do is put the glue stick. I'll put a little bit here on the bottom of my hand. I put it right there. And I'm going to glue it underneath, one on the left. Hold it down, maybe count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let me get the other side. Glue it underneath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, there we go. And we're not even done. Isn't it cute? Okay, now I'm going to get my little things out of the bags. And when my mother was here, she helped with this. So I actually cut these out. They're just circles. And we're gonna start out with the circles for the eyeballs. So I'm gonna glue one up here and one down here. This is gonna turn out a little different than the ones we make in the classroom, but I think it's still gonna be really cute. And then I get to use, I should have 2 black fuzzy balls, and I'm gonna put those in the middle of the eyeballs. Now this is what I'm not sure if the glue stick will work. So I'll give it a try, and if they fall off, then I'll go back and put a little Elmer's glue. I have hot glue too, but I don't think we're gonna need that. Craft glue works really good. I'm gonna put this orange nose in the middle. I'm gonna hold it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm looking for a white crayon in my crayon basket. I found it. Okay, and I'm gonna draw a mouth. Now you could make a happy, I'm gonna make my bat happy. Okay, if you wanna put a fang over here and a fang over here, you could make a scary face if you wanted. Oh, yeah, I think I'm definitely gonna have to get my glue and then hold that down. Okay, there we go. And then there's one more thing you can do. You don't have to, but it's kind of nice. If you have a regular pencil, which I don't see here. I've just got my big, thick, round pencil, so I might try a pen. You can actually curl these fingers. So I'm gonna put it at the tip and curl it forward. Take it out. Here, I'll show you. Let me get these done, and then I'll show you on the big one. It'll be easier to show you, okay? See right there, see the third finger right there? I'm going like this. I'm wrapping around, and I'm rolling it. I'm afraid if I lift it up, then it's going to fall off. Okay, tell you what, we'll let that fall off and I'll glue that on later. See right here, okay? I kind of put it on the end of the pen or the pencil and I roll it forward, and then that'll just make kind of a neat little wing like that. There's one wing, I like that. And then I'm gonna do the other side, roll it forward. This will just be something fun you can put in your window, decorate for Halloween. Okay, if we were in the classroom, we would be making black bats, ghosts, jack-o'-lanterns, and bats, did I say that? Cats. And we would be decorating a big bulletin board, but you guys can just decorate your own house. Now, I wouldn't put this in the memory book, so boys and girls, you can just keep this. This is just for fun, okay? For Halloween. I love it. You see my cute little bat? Isn't it cute? You could hang it in your window for Halloween. All right, here's our bat. Now, let's check the time. We're at 7 minutes. I think I have time to read this story. All right, if you're tired, if you need a break, take a break and you can come back and watch it later. This is called Bat Jamboree. Now, these are not Halloween bats, but they are cute little bats. This is also a number book, kind of like yesterday I read a number book. Let me put on my glasses. The Bat Jamboree was held every year at the old drive-in movie not too far from here. So right here, what they're doing is they're selling tickets for the Bat Jamboree. So I said it was like a party, but this one's actually kind of a show. It starred 55 bats who had practiced all spring for this grandest of shows on the old silver screen. The program was better than ever before. It was standing room only, no more seats on the floor. So look at all the animals that came to see. Okay, this is just hundreds of animals. They come from all over the country to come and see the big show that the bats are gonna put on. And this is a white screen. It's a big, huge screen, kind of like a big movie theater. When you go into the movie theater and there's a big white screen. Okay, so it starts out with number one bat sang, 2 bats flapped, they're flapping their wings, 3 bats cha-cha-cha, cha-cha-cha, they all have sombreros, Mexican hats on, and they're going cha-cha-cha. 4 bats tapped, look at their tap shoes. Okay, so they're putting on a show for all the animals. I wish I was there, that sounds like a fun show. 5 bats dove from the top of the screen, reeling and whirling, wingtip to wing. So they're flying up and they go zoom, kind of like watching an air show with airplanes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 bats formed the band. Oh, how they jived. Their instruments wailed in 3/4 time. So you've got one on a cello, okay, or a bass guitar, and then one on a flute, and one on the drums, and one on a trumpet, and one on a violin, and one on a saxophone. They're all playing instruments. They're in a band. 7 bats balanced 7 balls on their noses. 8 bats doubled up and danced Cotton Eye Josies. That's kind of like a square dance right here. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bats balancing the balls, and 8 bats doing a square dance called the Cotton Eye Joe. 9 bats wore tuxedos and sang in a chorus. Each thought to himself, oh, how they adore us. They're putting on a show for all the animals in the country. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, they're all singing. The time came at last for the grand finale, the acrobats. Yes, there were 10 bats in all. They strutted in front of the 6-story screen in a dazzling display of bats on the wing. Okay, so they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the top, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the bottom. Hey, they would all fit in a 10 frame, wouldn't they? 5 on the top, 5 on the bottom, just like a 10 frame. There's 10 all together doing the big finale. This is what they do. They did cartwheels and bat flips, wing springs they did, kind of like acrobats, huh? But the greatest of all was, look at this, boys and girls, the Great Bat Pyramid. It started, you see, with the acrobats. So there's 10 of the acrobats on the bottom, all lined up in a row. Yes, and then 9 bats fluttered, 8 bats flew, 7 bats balanced as the pyramid grew. Here's the 7. 6 bats jived up on that wild flying stair. See how we've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. 5 bats dove down right out of thin air. See the 5 bats diving down? So they're making a pyramid that you start out with the most, and then each stack gets a little bit smaller until you get to the top. Okay, 4 bats tapped as they all 4 ascended. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 bats cha-cha-cha'd. They fandangoed and twisted. There's 1, 2, 3. Remember the ones with the Mexican hats? When 2 bats flapped up, the crowd became quiet. They'd never seen anything, not anything like it. Look at all the audience. They're just looking. They're quiet because look, they're going, look. It's kind of watching cheer. Have you ever watched cheerleaders perform? And they do all sorts of like acrobats and flips, and they do something like this called the pyramid. So guess what? We went 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. What do we need at the top? 1. Now 54 bats in that wonderful band all waited in silence for the 1 bat to land. No one moved a muscle as she flew to the peak, not even a whisper, not even a squeak. And it seemed like forever the tension it flew to the top of the pyramid. The Bat Lady flew. It's a bat, not Batman, Bat Lady. Here she is. She's flying, and all around in the sky, everybody's looking at her. And look, and let's see where she lands. And once up on top, in a voice all a-quiver, the single bat sang, making all the bats shiver. The whole crowd went crazy. They hooted, they howled, as all 55 bats took a deep bow. So here's the one. She's singing a song, and it's so beautiful. Everyone is quiet and listening. And then it was over. The spotlight was dim. The house lights came up. The curtains were trim. But come again next year, and the one after that, for the Bat Jamboree starring 55 bats. Everybody's leaving. Look at they're cleaning up. The show is over. The spotlight will shine on that 60-story screen, and the show won't be over till the Bat Lady sings. When the Bat Lady reached the top and she sang her beautiful song, that's when the show was over. Somebody gave her flowers for her great performance. Isn't that a cute story? Okay, have fun making your bat today.